Hatter and her children walking as a group of elementary students followed and yelled at them. Next, you see the kids crowd around Hatter and her children, and that's when two of them started to punch them. Hatter was eventually thrown to the ground and jumped, as was her son.
They were literally waiting the way we walk home just to...
Yo, welcome to the tap again. We gotta run. I'm done. I gotta use a bathroom. You do it. Y'all keep fucking with me, man.
Hey, motherfucker.
Is it too energetic?
I hope we record right now because some people just shouldn't say some of the stuff they say, and kids shouldn't do some of the shit that they do. Parents, I hold you responsible.
And them feet.
Welcome back to the tap. Real Estate Steve, Coach D, Drewski on the ones and twos. Let's get into it.
Good afternoon. Well, the adults who showed up to the school this morning said while they're shocked, they're not surprised. They're demanding accountability, saying the students involved should be expelled. Now, I want to warn you, we will show you that video, but it may be too disturbing to watch, but it also explains why so many people are upset. Chicago police escorted 33-year-old Corshonda Hatter into Orville T. Bright Public School Tuesday morning for a meeting with officials. A sea of supporters gathered around her, chanting. The Chicago mom is the focus of this video, seen millions of times on social media. She and her children were attacked by multiple other children Monday afternoon as they were walking home. WGN is not showing the full video as it may be too disturbing to watch. But here's what we will show you. You can see Hatter and her children walking as a group of elementary students followed and yelled at them. Next, you see the kids crowd around Hatter and her children, and that's when two of them started to punch them. Hatter was eventually thrown to the ground and jumped, as was her son.
They were literally waiting the way we walk home just to jump all of us.
So now we waiting.
Just to jump all of us. So I asked my kids to come to the next side of the street with me, so they wouldn't get jumped. So we kept looking. They followed us all the way there, and then they still fought us. They fought my son. They hit my son first, all in his face. Then they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair.
Hatter and her 9-year-old son were taken to Trinity Hospital in serious condition after the attack.
I think we can pretty much dive straight in with this.
For sure.
Real Estate Steve, man.
I would say this, and I'm gonna just be straightforward with it. I think the majority of those kids came from single moms. The reason why I say that is because there's no way in hell if that home had a dad that they feared, they would be doing some shit like that. Like to go to the extent to beating a pregnant woman and stomping on her in her stomach. And the little kid too, there's no way in hell if you had a dad that was in your ass at the house, you would be comfortable doing that. Yeah, that's my thoughts. Cause I know if my son did that, I'm telling you, I'll be so far up in his ass paws. Like my granddad used to say, no mercy on your ass. Like there's no way my son would be doing some shit like that.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna go a completely different way with this. There's no Christ in any of those young people. Or for those who may not be a follower of Christ, there's no higher power being examples of a higher power in their lives being displayed in that frame that we just watched. To innocently, go after someone like that and beat their kid. And I believe she was with a child.
She was pregnant.
And she's on the ground, getting drugged on the ground for no reason. That is just despicable. It's undeplorable. Like I just don't know why that was acceptable. And then to hear the parents' reactions. I wish I was in Chicago with the people that I run with, because some of you parents will come slap y'all up. Y'all need y'all asses beat. And then maybe it would trigger some empathy. Maybe it would trigger some wickedness to be better parents. Just as Real Estate Steve said, there's no male figure at home.
Can't be.
There's no way that type of behavior is acceptable. And I believe they're middle schoolers?
They look like...
No, they were not high school.
Some of them look like elementary. The little kid, the one dude, he looked like middle school. It was like different ages. Yeah. So, I'm just saying, what is to be done with those kids though? Do you send them to juvie? Because that's an offense. That's a crime.
Assault.
Yeah, she was pregnant, so that's assault on a pregnant mom and the kid. Yeah. What do you do?
And unborn. Then murder. If the baby if that baby, Lord forbid, something happens to her pregnancy, she has to early terminate her pregnancy. Now the cause of it is due to you all, their negligence and just unlawful behavior. Now this woman has lost a child. Now what if she can't get pregnant again?
Facts.
You know, it is a lot rooted and connected to that situation. And for parents to be so unempathetic is just insane to me. Like, your kids need their asses beat
severely.
Like, there's no amount of words that can describe, I think, how Americans feel after they witness that video and seen those kids conduct themselves like that. As a father, I would be so ashamed and so just I would be deeply hurt. All the above. Like, I have no words. I
will be the same. I will be deeply hurt, then deeply pissed, then I will deeply get the switch and go deeply on their ass.
Yeah, and it might need to be a switch.
Yeah,
like that. I have to throw these because
I think those kids need to be held responsible by the courts.
Definitely.
Definitely. To the highest extent of the law. They all need they need a felony right now.
But this is
felony assault right now.
That was in our community. That was us. So I hate to see us being represented like that. In Chicago already got a stereotype about YNs or whatever. This don't do nothing but portray that even further.
Yeah.
So I hate the fact that was us, and that's not how we treat our people in our community. That was just what happened in that incident. So I don't want that to be put out there like that's how we do. That's not the case at all. And furthermore, like you guys are saying, justice needs to be served. So juvenile or whatever needs to happen, but those kids shouldn't just get a slap on the wrist. Like, hell no, absolutely not. So in my opinion, if I was a dad, I might send my kid to juvie for a little bit just to learn his lesson and sit his ass down, just to scare him a little bit.
But the sad part about it is that some of these young people are at home with mom who is still going to pacify that egregious behavior.
Make excuses for it too.
And still want to protect them. Nah, I pray they get the world's worst judge who holds no mercy and throws the book at every single one of those young people who touched that baby and that mother, and that they get held to the fullest extent of the law with severe penalty, with jail time and a felony that's non-expungible.
A felony though?
A felony, because there's no way you pick those two out of everybody walking down the street and you jump those people. Now, I don't know if it's a part two to this, and maybe that mom or that young person is a jerk and it might have been pissing kids off. I don't know. But based off what we see right now in the media and the story that's been disclosed to the public, I'm going to stand on how I feel right now.
And I can tell you, I think what it was. You ever get around your friends and it's the peer pressure. You see someone, monkey see, monkey do. Mm-hmm. So you got a group of knucklehead kids, and they're all followers at that age. One of them act a fool, and the rest of them chime in. One of them want to act all rude and cuss and whatever the lady, then the other ones chime in. I think that's what it was, because if it was just one or two, they wouldn't have did no shit like that. But when you get a group of knuckleheads together, they all, feeding off each other energy. Now everybody's doing the same dumbass shit. Mm-hmm. So a felony is lifetime with you though. So for something they did, I don't know, man, because a felony travels with you for your whole life. For something you did when you was 9, 10.
But here's the thing. Unfortunately, sometimes life needs to happen that way for some people. Why? Because you can't tell me that those kids' parents okayed and or raised them or reared them up with, if you see random citizens walking down the street, it is okay to go kick, drag, punch, disrespect, any of that. If it was a verbal deal, I would still be mad, even if it was verbal, because this mom getting her kid from school, y'all don't know them, y'all don't know her, and then mom, if I'm looking at mom, I don't know if mom is, always, together herself. So it's even more reason is like, woman with a child picking up her child, and this is what y'all choose to do. But I guarantee you, if mom would have came off her hip and laid a couple of them down,
Different story. Yeah, what was me?
then those parents would have been, she didn't have to do. Well, no, your kids didn't have to do.
Well, she would have been justified. You think so? She
Absolutely.
took it off her hit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The moment you ball your fist up and strike me, you hit my kid, you drag me down. I'm fearing for my life at this point, and I can only imagine a pregnant woman in a situation like that whose automatic nature is to protect.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, so not only do I have my son here, but I have an unborn baby. My first thoughts are to protect. So America, I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I know us here at the TAC, we are a group of men who do not promote violence. We do not promote domestic violence or just violence of any sort. So if you all share similar thoughts or sentiments to how we feel about this video that took place in Chicago, please feel free. Hit that subscribe button first, but then leave us a message or two so we can comment back and fellowship and figure this thing out. But till next time, we tapping in. It's time to tap out.